Hi, we're Nick and Lou, and we're currently exploring Turkey in our campervan. This week we go rally driving across Lake Tus and explore everything that Cappadocia has to offer.
So, day one of our big adventure. We've driven today, had a big day today, from Kaş all the way up to a place called Tuz Lake, which in the summer is full of flamingos. Obviously it's winter, so it's all covered in snow. So we struggled a lot to find somewhere to camp because there's deep snow everywhere. It's really hard. So we found ourselves on this causeway, went across the lake. I think it's a road that links with another village, but no one had been across there. It was just virgin snow. So we've just driven halfway across it and parked right in the middle of the lake. So we caught the end of sunset, which was quite nice, and we are quite hopeful sunrise will be pretty spectacular. So this is where we're at. The heater's on, and yeah, it's pretty cold outside. So plan for tomorrow is yeah, we'll get up fairly early, a few pictures of sunrise, and then we crack on aiming for Cappadocia, which is where we'll spend the next few days exploring and catch up with some old friends hopefully as well.
Nick?
Yeehaw! Well, this is a bit of fun and games. It's kind of rally driving at the moment. We found this causeway across Lake Tus and camped out here overnight. Beautiful, but yeah, it's kind of snow on top of mud, so we've had a few hairy moments, nearly got stuck. We tried to go out the other side of the lake, but the road went up in a hill and the snow just got deeper and we came grinding to a halt. So we've turned around and backtracking back across the lake. But yeah, well, it's quite fun to be fair, but a little bit of a worry if we get it wrong, which the consequences are a bit high. But anyway, yeah, it was a good night, lovely sunset, lovely sunrise, happy days. in Uchizar in the snow, no less. How cool is that? So we've had a bit of fun and games at Tus Lake earlier in the day, and now we've moved on to heading for Goromé. So we've stopped just short of Goromé at a little town called Uchizar. Never been here in the snow. Check it out, it's really beautiful. Got some fairy chimneys behind me. Our first taste of this sort of landscape around here. Here's one of these half-ruined sort of old houses in Uchizar. There's loads of this sort of architecture around here. A lot of them have been converted into quite fancy hotels, carpet shops, you name it, for tourism, but there's hundreds of them. You know, so if you want a fancy little house in Uchizar, I'm sure there's plenty of places like this with a bit of character up for sale. Bit of a project, but looking for a new owner.
And there is Pigeon Valley. Pretty cool. You can see all the fairy chimneys and the little cave houses built into the rocks. And then if you follow the valley around, in the distance you can just about see Goromé. So yeah, it's a pretty cool walk if you're in the area, Pigeon Valley or Uchizar to Goromé. Up there we have Uchizar Castle up on the hill, and then the town of Uchizar itself. So it's part of Cappadocia region. Always wanted to see her in the snow, so pretty stoked to be here.
Well, we've come inside one of the old dwellings, the rock cut dwelling in Uchizar. I just wanted to show you just a few sort of everyday features from way back when they built this place. So behind you, if you just look over there, the holes in the wall there, they're all cut by hand in the out of the solid rock, and that's the hole so the pigeons can come in. Pigeon Valley's behind there. They used to farm pigeons there. The pigeons would fly in. There's nest boxes here, but then they collected the eggs and probably ate pigeon meat as well back in those days. And then if we go across here, then cut into the rock here, there's a place where you could tether a cow or a goat or something, you know. So, you know, if anyone not visited Cappadocia before, it's well worth coming and come here with some time on your hands, because the place is massive. There's some great sights. Hire yourself a guide and learn all about the place. It is amazing.
After exploring a little of Uchizar, we drove on through Goromé to Red Valley. Here we were treated to a spectacular sunset, and we parked up for a night, enjoying views over Cappadocia.
We couldn't come to Goromé without going to see our friend Ali, who runs Salt and Carpets, and so we're just going to pop in and drink some tea.
friend Ali, owner of Southern Carpets, and his fabulous carpet shop.
Well, we're in Cappadocia underground city. I've got to stoop down because it's quite low in here. I think people back then were a bit smaller than I am. We're in the food storage room here. There's lots of little carved out cubby holes where they would have put all the different types of food for storing in case they have to live down here for a long period of time. Usually they'd use these cities in case of invasion, so they could live down here protected from armies. They just close the door, there's water supply down here, food, all their animals would be down here, and they could carry on living their lives and keep safe.
I don't know what Nick means about these ceilings being low. They're perfect height. Look, no problem at all.
This is a doorway. So this big rock here, the round, looks like a wheel or a grindstone. It's actually a door. So this has come down from here. Would have sat here upright, and then once people are in, it rolls over into this next doorway there, rolls across, and then they'd probably chock it behind so no one can roll it back, and that blocks the main walkway there. So the hole in the middle here, if there's someone coming in trying to attack you, you can put a spear through it and stab them.
Oh.
It's built for defence. Well, this is a church.
Oh, it goes on.
Well, this rock here, see all the grooves that they use that for grinding grain and things. Put the grain in here and have like a stick. Loads of them.
Now this is a very important room.
It's a big room too. Look at this guy. Oh, here you go. Here's one of those doors look in place.
I'm gonna hold on to my camera tightly as I do this. Ventilation shaft. So there are lots of valleys around Gormay with these unique rock formations, you know, the fairy chimneys as they're called. And yeah, they've all got their own names. So Pigeon Valley has got the rocks with little pigeon houses cut into them, and then Red Valley, Rose Valley, because of the colour of the rocks. And this one is called Love Valley. Not sure why though. The Anatolia region of Turkey is famed for its pottery kebabs, which you must try on any visit to Cappadocia. How's your testy kebab?
That's good. Yeah, meaty.
The next day the sunshine came out, so we went for a hike around Rose Valley. So that's a wrap on Cappadocia. We've had 3 awesome days here exploring all the different valleys, doing some hiking and catching up with some friends, seeing some of the sights. So yeah, that's been really cool. Sadly, didn't see any balloon flights because of the weather. It was just a bit too windy, but we can't have everything. We have been lucky enough to enjoy some balloon flights here in the past, so that's all good. So the next couple of days we are having a bit of a change of activity, and we're going to go skiing and snowboarding, Turkish style. There's a volcano not too far from here, so we're going to go check that out and see how the snow's looking. Join us next time for more snowy adventures as we make our way to Georgia.